All right, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. I know Mondays are always a rough time, and it's always really hard to, get the engine primed and ready to go for the coming week. I know I personally struggle. So I figured I'd work on some more of this Tish fan art today. I've decided to zoom in much more on Tish. One, for the sake of like time, and two, because I really prefer this like portrait style, as far as composition for a lot of my pieces. So I, that's just a change I decided to do there. So yeah. Let's see here. Looks like I made some mistakes on my flats here that I'm already looking at, which is a good thing that we take the time to figure out some time away from the image here to look at it. So let's go ahead and we'll fix that because that's supposed to be a part of the hair. And what we're going to do is we're going to like really go through and clean up these flats, and then I'm actually going to work on the background before I get to her, because I want to make sure that when I color her, the lighting makes sense as far as what I've done for the background. So, and I'm definitely gonna be like coughing and stuff here too because allergies are still beating the hell out of me. So anyway, let me go ahead and work on cleaning some of this up. Guess since we're on the hair layer, we'll go ahead and just do that. Hey, Pensy, how's it going? Yeah, allergies suck so bad. Like, I feel like pollen has just been like absolutely like extra this year. Like, it's insane. It's like scientifically like altered like super pollen or something. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, Mondays are also like I really do. Like, I hate to be cliche, but I really do hate Mondays. Like, I don't know why it's just so difficult to get going. Like, every Monday that I wake up, for some reason, I'm like extra tired. Like, it's not like I stayed up too late or anything last night. Just so exhausted. And I don't know why. Oh, by the way, I pretty much finished Windseeker's model yesterday. I just sent him the image to get approval. He wants me to just do a tail and like a cigar, and then he's all Gucci, and then I can start working on your commission, which I'm excited for. So I have some ideas already. Space between paints on the earth, to the stars, to the pavement, to the earth. No use trying to save it. Yeah, before I started yours, I was going to get some input on it too about the ideas that I had. Of course, I'm going to go through the process like I normally do with commissions, where I do like, I do some sketching and then I send it to, whoever the client is to see how they feel about it, that kind of thing. So we'll go through the process and we'll make it like nice and smooth for you since it's the first one that you've gotten from somebody. So now I can't say everybody else is going to be like anybody else you get commissions from is going to, do the same with their commission process, but at least my commission process will be nice and chill for you. Okay, I think that's pretty good for the hair. So let's go ahead and clean up any areas of the skin that we need to. Oops, looks like I need some more of the hair in there. So we'll get that in just a sec. Try to at least finish up this. Yeah, the only the only type of commissions I've ever had done is, to have somebody uh rig my model for me that I've like actually gotten just cuz, I've never been in like a financial situation where I've been able to like support other artists. Um but maybe that'll change one of these days. There are some things that I would like to get done, especially like I really want somebody to do like a really nice background for my VTuber because that's something that I don't really want to do myself. So let's change we're gonna go in here and we're gonna erase away this line work here. Oops. Didn't actually erase it. I just put pink over top of it. Oh yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's also nice to do commissions for, people that I have more like idea about like their personalities and I've interacted with them and stuff. So I have a bunch of ideas for yours. So that's going to be super fun. I'll run them by you, make sure that they're okay. I'm sure they will be. Oops, some of the hair is coming over the face here. Man, I hate doing flats so much. They're necessary, but man, are they tedious. Oops, we got some hair coming over the ear here. All right, so that's good. Oh, there's some over here I didn't get. So we gotta erase away the hair. Oh, wait a minute. It goes here. So it's not. I was actually right. That and that. This. So I make sure we can still see her. A little bit of skin from the arm right here. All right, tongue should be fine. Let me fix the teeth. Oops. All right, let's get the lips. Let's go back to this. I'm glad that this is going to be like mostly zoomed out and then like painted over when it's done because man, up close it is rough. It's funny because like you can tell the difference between my art depending on like what days that I'm working on it, and artwork that I'm working on Mondays is just so rough. It's crazy. It's so funny how that works. All right, the eyebrows look like they're okay. Hair should be okay for now. What's this? That's that. Okay, so I need to clean this up. Oops, not with blue. Oh yeah, Tish is adorable. I still have to put her. She has freckles too. I still need to put the freckles on her as well. She's like the nicest like NPC as well in the game, pretty much. Like it's like super cute when she gets flustered because like she'll like she'll like swear, but it's like not really swearing, you know what I mean? Like it's like kind of like saying like dang it and stuff like that instead of like actually swearing. So it's like it's really cute. It's even funnier because of course she's like an adult and she has like she has an actual business. She has like a furniture business. So it's just cute. All right. So we got that. So let's do the patches. Oh yeah. Especially like when you're dating her, like when you're dating an NPC, you get the option to flirt versus just like chat with them. And it's always like super adorable every time like flirting with her. Like all the really wholesome, cute things that she says is I'm just like, oh, Tish is precious. Protect the Tish always. She's the definition of I guess that would be the definition of moe because that's what moe is supposed to be. It's like you're supposed to feel like you need to protect the character, and that's what makes them moe. It's like they're cute, and so I guess Tish is the ultimate moe. Oops. Let's see. Those are also brown. Okay. Make that brown. It's funny too because oh yeah, same. Havoc and I always joked about in Dragon Ball Super, Jiren having like big uwu like moe eyes, and that's why he's the strongest in the of all the universes or whatever. He has the power of moe moe kyun. Moe moe kyun. Hey Nympha, how's it going? Hoping you're having a good start to your week. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Uh, that's actually a darker brown. Ooh, I have this all in the same layer. Okay. Oh, I'm good. I'm just you know how Mondays are where it's like really hard to get like the engine revving and like, have your motivation going. So I'm just chilling here. working on this adorable Tish, of course, still to start my week. I'm excited because I am like literally like 2 steps away from finishing my friend Windseeker's VTuber model. So once he gets that rigged, he will be joining us on collaboration streams. And hopefully, Little Nugget will also be joining us soon as well. Like, I mean, she just hit affiliate, so she's had hers rigged for a hot minute. But I did her model as well, and certain situations have arisen where we're going to be spending more time with Little Nugget, so she should also be hanging out with us, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm a VTuber daddy. Yeah, I made a bunch of them so far. I want to make more. Like I have a commission up for it to like, for people to get like at least the artwork at part of it from me, but I haven't sold any yet other than like I said, Woodseeker bought one from me, so which was really cool of him because he's my friend and I would have done it for free, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna pay you," and I'm like, "Cool." His was a lot of fun too because it's like a very different type of VTuber model. I really hope that he can find somebody that's willing to rig it. Because I know even for me, like I had trouble finding somebody to rig mine because a lot of some riggers won't do male VTuber models for rigging, which I get it. If you're used to just doing like super cute anime girls, it would be quite a change of pace to switch to a dude, especially with like my model has like a beard and all, so I guess that's probably a little bit harder to like rig the like mouth area. I was thinking about learning to do rigging because I could also make really good money and then also not have to worry about finding a rigger. But it looks like it's a ton of work. Like, I don't know if I would have time to learn rigging and do like streaming. So, unless, of course, I did it like learn to rig like on stream, but that might just be like, I don't know. I don't know if that's something people would want to watch. I'll have to look into it. Well, plus like, I'd have to buy the license for the pro version of Live 2D and I don't currently have the funds for that anyway, even if I wanted to mess with it. So, I know that like there's like a free trial for like, a certain amount of time, but I like to like take my time when I'm learning things, so I would probably run out of the trial before I made any progress. I also hate feeling rushed. Well, the thing is too is like one of the biggest differences between like the free trial and the pro trial, other than the unlimited amount of time, is with the pro one, you can rig like one side of the model and then you can actually set it to just to mirror all the rigging on the other side of the model. So if you have like parts of it that are like symmetrically rigged, you could just like just do one half of it and then hit the mirror button and it'll apply the rigging to the nodes on the other side, which is pretty neat. Team. Yeah. Punishment. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Like I can see 100% why rigging is so expensive to get, especially for those that like, you know, put a lot of pride into it and make sure that, you know, they can do some super cool things with rigging now. Like I'm always impressed with seeing like I would love to have like animated parts to like a model, like parts that either like, you know, do like glowy effects or like you know, maybe has some things like floating around would be really cool. But I have no idea how they would do that, like how they would implement it. But I've seen it done on other models. All right, that's a lot better for the brown areas. That's pretty cleaned up. Still got a lot of details to add to her. So I just need to clean up the greens, and then I think what I'll do is I'm gonna establish the background because I need to do that before I start actually coloring. So I make sure that the lighting matches. It's a pain in the ass to do like the character and then have the background try to match the lighting. Like it makes things like more difficult to do it in reverse. Above the belt. Okay, I'll check it out in a sec here. Let me just get the green here. There's definitely gonna be some that I'm gonna like miss and have to go back and touch up probably at the end. Because I think some of these lines I'm also gonna do like paint over too. So you said above the belt. Oops. There we go. Got that. Find me time after time. Long I'ma catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. And you will find me. Time after time. Long I'll catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Ah, this needs to be like erased away. Got a little like frilly undershirt jam going on here. Ah, okay. So I'll get that in a sec. I'm just gonna finish up this green and then we'll. That was it. Gotcha. Cool. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Oh, this is an artist called Eve. It is Inochino Tabe Kata dance mix version. I love Eve. Eve is fantastic. I found out about them because they did one of the intros to Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's see. And then this one's kind of like her flowers got like an orange base to it. Oh yeah, all their music is excellent. All bangers. Oh, okay. Also, every single one of their music videos, or at least for the most part, is like a super cool like animation in a different style. So you should check them out on YouTube. Yeah, I love Eve. Eve is amazing. And if you put on like the subtitles, like the lyrics are really good too. All right. I'm gonna come back to doing like the flats on like these detail areas. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna work on the background. So we're gonna stick Tish in a folder here. Yeah, every time Eve comes on, I'm like always like bopping around like in my chair. All right, let's get our base color for the tree. And since we just did this and that makes it easier. Oh yeah. Yeah, her they do a really good job with like visual like storytelling for like what each of the characters like professions are, like what they do. Walk away. In my way. Let's see. So that's that one. What we're actually going to do with this one, though, is we're going to, since it's farther away, we're going to take this and desaturate it and lighten it by like a lot. So it'll be like that. We're going to kind of switch up like the landscape a little bit here because this is like where the tree like she hangs out. But I think I want to have like the sky here. I want to have like some more like negative space. So we're gonna switch it up just for the sake of composition. And then I'm gonna have like some I'm gonna have some like flowers coming around here that aren't normally there as well. So let's turn Tish off. And let's go back to our reference of how they do the trees here. So I'm gonna do what I usually do, where I do like do some like soft shadowing first. Oops. If I pick the right freaking layer, that would help. Oops, damn it. There we go. There's definitely more up towards the top here. And we're just gonna kind of do it a little bit lighter. There. Do this one darker actually. And then I'll kind of go through and do like some of the texturing just a little bit, like just kind of lightly. Doesn't have to be super crazy because these are not actually the detail lines. These are just going to be like the subtle details. We kind of want to separate where there's shapes. And their trees kind of twist. So we want to make sure that we're getting that in there. I'm actually going to turn this to multiply. And you know, it's like super rough, but that's okay because we're going to kind of do some like painting techniques here. And I usually do like where I build up the layers. And then use different blending modes. Now I'll take and do some more like detail. I'm gonna find like a textured brush for this that hopefully will work out for what I need here. What about this texture comb? Ooh, that looks like it'll work. Maybe not. There's gotta be one I can use. It's kind of interesting. Not exactly what I need though. Maybe that's not what I want either. Keep grabbing the wrong brushes. Yeah, I think we'll use this. And we'll just kind of use it to do some kind of like detail or like shadowing with like the bark. And it doesn't have to be exactly like a reference either. what I'm going to do too is I'm going to take a soft brush as like and use it as like an eraser for like where light is kind of gonna be hitting. We'll probably use a combination of brushes here for the detail shadows. We're going to use the rule of thirds too to erase away some of this. I found too that like with backgrounds when I'm doing them, like I like to kind of just like imply textures more than make them like, you know, concrete, like this is exactly what this is. Because the background's not the focal point of the image anyway, it's the character, so. That way we're also not stressing about the background so much. I know that was like one of my things I always worried about so much when I was younger. I'm like, oh my God, I can't draw backgrounds. Like, what am I gonna do? Gotta take like more like a rough, like impressionistic approach to it, basically. I think alleviates a lot of that stress. I do think I want some different like texturing a little bit here and there, like that, because it also looks really nice when I use the gradient maps. Those will pop out. Do some more texturing here. Then we can take this. We can start erasing away some, or not. If I can hit the right damn thing. There we go. Kind of like where the light's going to be hitting the most. Kind of want this edge to have like kind of like a rim light to it. Like that. Then we're going to bring that down. Build it back up just a bit. There we go. This. And then I usually, what I do is I'll take the base color to kind of do some of the, like the lighter, but in the screen mode. Oops, if I can get the right thing here. Get the big areas first. I kind of want it to be lighter around where her head's going to be because we're going to use that to like frame her a bit. Along the forms. That. And we're going to take that same texture brush that I used earlier. And we're going to do some of that. Mostly in the areas where like the light's going to hit. That. And we'll do our texturing again. Some organic. Right through here. And we'll bring it down and duplicate it. And then I usually like to do glow dodge, so it brings out some of the colors underneath of it. Then I kind of want to add some of these like background colors as like bounce lights. So let's see, let's grab that color. And then we'll just take like a soft brush and kind of brush it in the areas where the light kind of like bounces and reflects into it. Helps to make like objects in the background be like more like believable. I might make this brush bigger. Then of course we want some color from the leaves as well. So we'll do that like up here. It's going to be reflecting down. And then we want some, there's going to be like some orange flowers, so I'm gonna grab some of that just to kind of scatter it in a little bit here. Just in like kind of some random spots. And then we need the sky color. We'll just kind of do that like going through the tops of the areas and where it's going to like reflect. There we go. Turn that down 50%. Then duplicates and glow dodge. And then we'll also gonna grab the sky color again. And let's see, I need a brush that has like a leaf texture to it. It's trees, falling leaves, debris. All right, we're gonna make this pretty big here. Oops, that's not what I want. Oh, it's on the, oh no, it is on the blue. Let's make this really big. It's supposed to be a lot bigger than that, but that's okay. We'll just have to really chunk it in and then we'll erase away parts of it. Take smaller areas and kind of erase away in places. And then maybe add back in certain areas because we kind of want them to be like kind of blobbed. That. I'm gonna lock this layer. Let me get some of this leaf color. I'm gonna kind of change it up here and there. Some of the lighter color. Kind of blot it in. And of course the sky is gonna have some lighter tones to it too. So I'm gonna grab it and then do kind of off to the side here. All right. Bring that down. duplicate, and then we're gonna blur it a little bit on these next duplications here. So I'm thinking maybe like 15. I'll do linear burn for the last one. Actually, let's see how color burn looks. I think color burn looks a little bit better. And now, trying to figure out. So I also kind of want, I was kind of thinking I might have the sun setting a little bit like this too. I don't know. I haven't decided. I am going to steal some of this lighting though. Kind of use that. Can start with some hard light, maybe. Through here, up underneath, a little bit there. Let's make this brush smaller. I don't know if I like hard light. What about overlay? Overlay looks better. We'll do that. A little orange in here, over down there. I want to make this pretty warm because Tish is a very warm character, personality wise. Let's do a little bit blues in some of the shadow areas. Bring that down. Duplicate. We'll do glow dodge, I think. Yep. Oh, we got an ad. Okay. All right, are the ads still rolling? I hope not, because that would be like forever. Oh, let me get some water. Delicious. All right, so working on the light here. You know what? I might even pump this back up and then we'll adjust it in our uh tone curve. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let me find a gradient map that I like for this. There's a nation, a judgment made. It's a mistake. Let's see. Let's try to find one that has color elements we're looking for. This might actually look nice on it. Let's look. Not so much. Needs more green. More green and more blue. That didn't seem to change it much at all. What about this one? Alright. Maybe not any ones that have any pink in it. Oh, that's way too green. What about this? Might have to adjust some of the colors. Eh. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to find something that works for what I want. Of course, I can always change the blending mode as well. I always love using this holographic. I don't know if it's going to work for a tree, but we can try it. Might be able to make it work. I just like having different colors like in the shadows and whatnot. We're going to try this. Let's try some different like, oh, no, not that. What about overlay? All right, let's see if we can mess with this a bit here. Make the Dark's a little darker, I think. Just a little bit. Let's make it all around a little bit darker that way. Oops. And if we bring it more this way. Hmm. Maybe color balance. See if we can get this looking more like a tree again. Maybe half tones. No. Okay. So this isn't going to work. Maybe the light's just like way too intense. That also might be an issue. Bring it down to like 10%. There we go. Now it's starting to look more like a tree again. But I still want to change this. Hold on, let's reset some things. Reset. We're going to get rid of this real quick. All right. So not that gradient map. Uh, that one looks kind of nice. That one's even actually a little bit better. That's kind of closer to a tree. We're going to roll with that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to mess with some of the colors here. Try not to blow out the detail. All right, let's do this. Let's change these two, like maybe like a lighter blue. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working the way I want it to. Maybe just multiply. Well, we did a hard light for one. And then we made it darker. That as a color layer, maybe. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. Maybe we'll make one of these green. we'll do this as maybe hard light. Doesn't really work. What about linear blur? What about darken? I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this effect here. I thought I had a reference photo for this too, so let me look. Maybe I do. Maybe I just missed it when I was opening my references. Okay, so the light does need to be more intense. That's a little bit too much, I think, but let's bring it down to like maybe 75. Let's bring it down to like 50. And we'll bring this up a little bit, like 20. I think it's a little orangey, maybe. That might be the issue. If I turn off this and this. If I make these maybe this color. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking this like way too much. It looks like the shadows need to be more green. Hmm. Gonna figure this out. Yeah, I guess we'll just stick. Let's reset this. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Reset that. Maybe we can make this one work. Sorry, guys, I'm having trouble just figuring out what the hell I want to do with this. A lot of the times it's like trial and error. Well, I might be trying too hard to force this effect here, so let's not do that right now. I think that's one of the issues I'm having here. The heck? What did I do? I'm so confused. Okay, so if we take all this, all right, we're gonna start over here on some of this. I think we're gonna go from here to here and delete that. There we go. Now it's just a tree. I think what I'll do is I'll mess with I'll figure out the lighting later. Let me just find something that works for now. And then we can make sure that it all fits together. It's actually fairly close to the colors they have on their way they do their trees. Or no, it's not at all. Oh my goodness. Theirs is still a little bit more simple, huh? Do this and then kind of do it like that. And then we're going to do a color balance. So let's see. Let's do a little bit of blue, a little bit of green in the shadows. All right, we're going to roll with that. It looks like a tree. Also, it's like driving me nuts that I haven't I'm gonna not make it anywhere if I'm like still like messing with it, and it's gonna be mostly covered by Tish anyway. So might as well not drive myself insane. Although, okay, so their shadows are definitely more blue. Good enough. All right, let's see. So let's do something fairly simple. Let's get the sky. I swear, the curse of the Mondays. All right, so that is not color. Do that. Thank you. Bring these down a little bit. So we have a little bit of variety back there. Okay, they had the big poofy clouds. Feel like those are kind of taking up a little bit too much space. So let's kind of rein them in some. We also kind of wanted to like go towards her face here. That's probably fine. All right, that's probably good for the sky. All right, cool. So let's move on to this here. Uh, oops, wrong brush. That's probably pretty good for that. Maybe I'll put a little bit of green here towards the bottom. Just a little bit. Make it lighter since it's in the background. There we go. That's probably pretty good for that. Maybe 30%. Oh, that's probably pretty good. Let's see. Need some grass. What does this do? Doesn't look like it's doing much of anything. Maybe I need to make the brush significantly smaller. There we go. Had to do it. Oh, I see. It's making like low dash. Turn that down to like 20%. Screen. There we go. Looks okay. Let's do. Can I do like that number maybe? I'll bring it down 30%. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay. There, got that. You gonna work? Oh, is it because I need a different color? Yes. Oh, that's why. I see. I see. That. Oh man, this music is not helping me. Started to get like super chill there. We're just gonna finish up a few more elements of this background here, and then I'm probably gonna wrap it up for the day because I am getting super hungry. Oh no, totally cool. I get it. I'm just like, the fatigue's starting to like set in, so oops. 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 All right, so let's see. That and think what I could do use this. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, I'm sitting up straight. Drinking some water. So let's see, I got that. Yeah, I know it's hard not to shrimp, especially when I'm getting tired here. I'll do my best. Actually, let's do lighten it up just a bit because it's a little farther away here. I'm sure you guys can tell when I'm tripping on my model too. Well, but make it a little darker here because it's coming a little more towards the foreground right there. We'll do it nice and subtle. It's kind of more the colors. This. Hmm. I think we'll use this. I think it needs a little, just a bit of texture on the edge so it doesn't look so sharp. Let's do this and then we'll so it's not like super perfect, at least along that edge there. And we're gonna have to put some foliage coming up over top of it too. All right, I think that's a pretty good stopping point for today. Let me go ahead and save. I'll make this nice and big so you guys can see it. Yeah, this is what we have so far for our background. Of course, I'm going to add some more elements to it to make sure that things are like, overlapping, like some foliage down here. I want to put some flowers that are going to be kind of like coming around her and like going up towards her face, so we get more of like a highlight towards her face. But yeah, I think it's okay so far. Backgrounds are definitely not my strong point, and I'm certainly like working on them. So you know what? It's not too bad. Let me go ahead and throw you guys in the lobby. I want to thank everybody for showing up for today on a Monday. I know it's like super hard to, get motivated to do anything. So hopefully hanging out with me and drawing helps to get you guys going and gets your artistic engines revving. Hey, you're very welcome there, Nepa. I appreciate you being here. You guys are awesome. I'll be back again, of course, at the same time tomorrow. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do for tomorrow's stream, but we'll figure it out. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll